What if I told you that you could totally customize a 10.50 PlayStation 4 to look something like this right here? Would you be interested? Okay, in this episode today, that is exactly what we're going to do. This is a PlayStation 4 that is running the very latest firmware. And as you can see, it is pretty bland. Now, this one did get a complete reset. So this is starting from pretty much scratch. But if we go over here to settings and we scroll down to system and we go to system information, then we can see, yeah, this one is at 10.50. And you might think that for 10.50, that means that there really isn't any type of customization that we can do. Well, in reality, there actually is quite a bit of customization. So the very first thing that you will want to do is you will want to download this package right here. Okay, so go ahead and insert the USB stick into your PlayStation 4, and let's go over to where it says settings right here. And let's go all the way down to the bottom here to system. And then we're going to look at the option right here, which says backup and restore. So go ahead and press the X button there. And then we're going to go and we're going to take the option here to restore a PlayStation 4. And you will see a backup listed here. Now, it is okay that this backup was created back on 10.01 because since we're going to 10.50 or that we're already on 10.50, it won't make a difference whatsoever. So go ahead and press the X button here. And there is this information here stating that the system will be restored with the backup data you selected. When you start restoring your PS4, it will be initialized and all the users and data will be deleted. And then it will be restored using the backup data. It says the PS4 will be deactivated for any users who have activated it as their primary PS4. So go ahead and take the restore option here. And we're going to go ahead and say yes to this. And it's going to go ahead and begin the process. Okay, and so once the system boots back up, this is what you will have. Yes, all kinds of customizations right off the bat. And well, just to prove that we are still on that same system, I'm going to go down here to system and we're going to go to system information. And as you can see, it is running on 10.50. There is also some options that they went ahead and removed. So this one was removed. Surprisingly, they didn't disable HDCP. I wonder if that one you weren't able to. So let's go back to the main menu and let's take a look at everything. So the PlayStation Store, obviously, we can't remove that icon. Then there is the what's new, and then we have games. Now, these games have the padlock because this is a 10.50 system, but at least you have the folder. So if you had another game, maybe you installed via a disc or maybe you bought it from the PlayStation Store, since on a 10.50 you could actually get connected and log in, that you could maybe reuse this kind of template here. There is also a couple of apps in here. So RetroArch obviously will not be running. So, you would just come right in here and then you could just, remove this from this folder, or you could just delete it if you wanted to. There is music and then the normal applications. And then there is homebrew applications, which unfortunately you can't run. But the main thing to kind of already just take away from all of this is that at least you have the customized screen that really nobody else has, at least on a 10.50 system. So here is the XMB. It's got some Game Boy Advanced. And now there is where the browser is at. I am not connected to the internet right now, so nothing would happen. But it looks like it may go to one of their channels, which makes a lot of sense. Then there is a capture gallery and then a live from PlayStation. So obviously this would be nice if you did have this as a jailbreakable firmware. There is RetroArch in there. And then there is PKG installer. So this one is where it gets a little bit interesting because for PKGs, you can actually install PKGs as long as they are the retail demos that came out for the PlayStation. So obviously you could not run any sort of fake package or anything like that, but you would be able to at least install the demos. We have the PlayStation Plus, and then we have notifications. Backup was made by Z Casual, and it was made on a 6.72 system. There is debug settings right here. Now, obviously, this says jailbreak PS4 only. So if you do press an X on that, you won't be getting anything from there. Official PKG installer. This is credits going to Jose Gonzalez. Then there is a system settings. And by the way, I did a video on this just the other day. If you just want the notifications, I will probably pop up a card, or I'll put a link to it in the description below. But you can just get these notifications on a jailbroken PS4 if you want to, instead of installing this full package, if you're only interested in the notifications. There is message privacy, messages, libraries, trophy menu. So that's pretty neat. You can jump over to that. There are no trophies. So yeah, this is basically just going to link to all of the different types of shortcuts that normally you would have to go into settings for. But this is very nice. It's super easy to get there. There's even a couple of great links here. So this one would obviously take you back over to Reddit. So Friends obviously is not going to be active because I'm not on the internet right now, but I definitely could be. And then there is the profile. You can see that it does have a different icon, and you could come up to this edit user if you wanted to go to the name here, and you'd press done here and then confirm. It displays my username. There's trophies, then there's the settings. Okay, in order to run the demos, you will need to first download one. So if you go to archive.org right here, then you can see there is a ton of different demo discs that you can run in your 10.50 PlayStation 4. Okay, and so I just downloaded this one right here. It was a 2014 spring refresh. So once you just click on it right here, you will be able to download it. Once I did that, I went ahead and I mounted that by just double clicking on it. It will show up as a new drive letter, and then inside of that, you're going to see PKG. So go ahead and go into PKG. So here we can see we've got like the FIFA demo, there's Lego Marvel stuff in here, and then there is a couple of other games. So if I wanted to maybe just install the FIFA demo, then I would select these three files right here. You want the JSON file, the PKG, as well as the .rif file. And so once you have those highlighted, just press the copy button here, and then you're going to put them inside of this folder right here, which is just called PKG. So I'm just going to right click this. I'm just going to paste those in there. Now there is some other files in here which you will need, and I'll provide a link to these. Basically, you'll need the autorun.inf, the offline_update.config, and this icon right here for pslogo.ico. So I will provide all of these files in the description below. You will need to supply your own PKG, but I've also showed you where you can get that from. Okay, and so back over on the PlayStation 4, the only thing that you will need to do is just plug in that USB drive. You will not need to go, for example, over to the PKG installer and try to run this because it won't do anything. So just simply insert it into your PS4. Okay, so I just inserted my USB drive, and you see right there, unit is updating. And so that is it. It is now installing that FIFA 14 game. So you can see it says package 1 of 1, and right there is the FIFA 14 demo. And what is really cool with all of this is that all of this is happening just right now on a 10.50 system. So pretty cool stuff. Okay, so let's go back and we will run the demo here. So there you go. Anyway, I hope this video helped you get something more out of your PlayStation 4 that's on 10.50. And I will see you on the next one. Michael out.